welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into something pretty fascinating, a big policy reversal in the tech world. We're talking global policy, powerful chips.
And some really surprising moves, yeah.
Exactly. We're going to unravel the recent policy flip on Nvidia's H20 AI chips, specifically their sale to China.
A really hot topic.
It is. So our goal today, let's unpack the main news, get a handle on why this chip is so important, and explore the reasons behind this pretty unexpected policy shift.
Right. We've looked at company statements, some Chinese media interviews, analyst takes, trying to get the full picture.
Okay, let's dig in. So the big headline, Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, he's publicly confirmed it. The Trump administration has given the green light for Nvidia to sell its H20 AI chips to Chinese buyers. And deliveries are apparently going to start pretty soon. That's a major development, considering, well, everything.
It really is. And what's fascinating here, this isn't just some standard approval. It's a direct U-turn on a policy that was put in place just, April 2025?
Yeah, really recent.
And what makes it even more sort of striking is that the H20 chip itself was already supposed to be a China-specific version.
Right, designed to comply with the earlier rules.
Exactly. Engineered to fit under those U.S. trade curbs. But even it got restricted back then. Nvidia was pretty vocal, warning it could cost them billions.
Billions. So, okay, this is where it gets really interesting. This H20 chip, it's clearly central.
Yeah.
What exactly is it? Why is it so critical?
Well, in simple terms, think of the H20 as a scaled-down version of NVIDIA's top-tier AI chips.
Okay.
It's specifically engineered to fall just below the technical performance thresholds set by the U.S. export bans. So it's not really for training the absolute latest, most complex AI models.
Okay.
But it's very capable for what's called AI inference. That basically means running and deploying AI models that already exist. And that's, super important for China's growing AI industry.
So less about inventing the next big AI, more about making current AI work in the real world.
Precisely. Powering practical applications. And China is a huge market for these kinds of chips, a really substantial part of global demand.
Got it. That really highlights why it's key for them.
Yeah.
So, the big question then, why this sudden change of heart from the administration?
Yeah.
Why approve it now?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The sources we looked at point to a few key factors. First, seems like there was some significant lobbying. Jensen Huang, other tech execs, they were actively pushing President Trump, arguing that the restrictions were actually hurting America's competitive edge.
How so?
Well, the argument was it would just cede a vital market to potentially Chinese competitors, let them develop their own thing without U.S. involvement.
Makes sense. And the economic hit.
That's number two, definitely. The earlier restrictions, as we said, meant potentially billions in lost sales for Nvidia, maybe even writing off inventory they couldn't sell.
Right.
This reversal just opens that tab again, allows them to recoup potentially huge sales figures. It's straightforward economics in a way.
So lobbying and direct economic impact. Anything else?
Well, connecting the dots a bit.
Yeah.
Some analysts are suggesting this might be part of something broader, a more, let's say, pragmatic attempt to ease U.S.-China trade friction.
Oh, like a trade-off.
Possibly. There are reports, for instance, that China recently eased up on some rare earth mineral export controls. Around the same time, the U.S. lifted restrictions on certain chip design software. And now this H20 approval, it kind of hints at maybe a quiet mutual de-escalation, a quid pro quo, perhaps.
Interesting. And could it also be about sort of maintaining influence, keeping China reliant on U.S. tech, even if it's slightly less advanced?
That's a really sharp point, yes. By letting them buy a compliant, capable chip like the H20, the U.S. might be trying to ensure Chinese AI developers keep building on NVIDIA's platform, their software, their tools, the whole ecosystem.
Instead of going all in on purely domestic alternatives.
Exactly. Keep them in the fold, so to speak. Huang himself stressed how important it is for U.S. companies to compete in China, where he said half the world's AI researchers are. It's about staying relevant there.
Wow. Okay, so this deep dive really shows it's complicated. You've got corporate pressure, economic needs, maybe some wider geopolitical chess moves all mixed together.
It's never just one thing, is it? And, this specific reversal really makes you think about that tightrope nations walk, balancing national security concerns against economic competition in a world that's just so interconnected.
Absolutely. What does this signal for future tech policy battles? That's the lingering question.